Alright, hello fun and welcome back to my Fallout 4 Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the PBW Laser RCW mod, which is yet another wonderful piece of work being made by Alexerator. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is the Laser RCW from Fallout New Vegas, and I love this thing being added into the Commonwealth because, well, this was one of my favorite weapons in New Vegas, so I'm happy to see it here now. So let's jump on over here and have a look at what we do get with the Laser RCW, which in its most standard and basic form will do 8 energy damage using the usual fusion cell with a firing rate of 127, range of 107, accuracy of 63 for a pretty hefty weight of 13.4. And all in all, this thing is pretty darn good looking. I love the modeling and texturing on this thing. It just looks magnificent. And certainly I'd say a good addition, or well, rather a good remake of the New Vegas RCW here for Fallout 4. So very good indeed. Now, much like the Plasma Defender that we looked at from Alexerator last week, it does have a modification list that has a decent number of things for keeping this gun more relevant into the later points in the game, but it's not a very large list of things. We've really only got a handful of different mods in each one of these categories, but again, enough to make it more useful later on, which is always handy. Then plus, of course, any perks that you do choose will help in that regard as well. Now, as for how we do get our hands on one of these lovely things, well, it's pretty darn simple. They will begin to spawn in the world at level 5 on, well, like with the Plasma Defender, pretty much everyone. Raiders, Gunners, Brotherhood, Minutemen, Triggermen, Vendors, the Legendary list, and there is even one unique version of this in the world, which is pretty nice. I won't spoil it for you, but definitely a cool gun. So yeah, not gonna be hard to get your hands on since, you know, level 5, though considering the fire rate, this thing's gonna chew through a lot of your energy ammo pretty darn quick. Now let us head on over to the weapon workbench and take a look at the different mods we do have, starting with the receiver category, where we've got a standard, improved, superior, and finally an exceptional damage receiver, which will greatly increase the damage up to 17 there, not too shabby. Now then, the barrel category, we've got a standard, extended, and then a heavy version of each of those barrels to help with your range and recoil. And then the stock category, we've got the sort of standard full stock, a handmade sort of post-apocalyptic stock there, and a light stock if you're wanting, well, a little bit less weight on this thing. And of course, some good recoil reduction on it, which is always good. Now then, we only have 2 options in the battery category, either the standard or the eco battery, so you do have a lot more ammo capacity. And then finally, we do have these sights where, again, I'd like to see a few more things in here, but enough for what this gun is. We've got a standard sight, glow sight, reflex, hollow, and a laser sight, just like we had with the Plasma Defender. So overall, though, I mean, like I always say with any guns that don't have a lot of sights, I'd love to see more. I like my sights. But for what this gun is, that's, you know, adequate. Now let's take a look at this thing in action and go ahead and grab our 2 modified versions, though there's not really much difference between my 2 modified versions considering, you know, the small list of mods. But let's get some shooting and fire. There you go. As you can see, when you are just hip-firing this weapon, it is all over the place. And even when you do aim down sight, that is going to help it quite a bit, but we do actually have quite a lot of recoil with this weapon, so it is going to be a bit harder to control. So perhaps a good gun for more mid to close range VATS usage, unless you're just one heck of a shot, which I am most certainly not. Now, as for the other versions of the gun here, I think I've got the eco battery on both, so yeah, we go from... Oh wait, actually fully reload. Give it a second there. I kind of stopped at mid-reload. we go from the 60 rounds there to 100 rounds on the Eco one, so you get quite a bit more ammo. And yeah, aiming down sight certainly does help that control, but oh boy, it is still a tough one to aim, but I love it. Oh, I love the Laser RCW. Now, yeah, not really much difference otherwise firing between these guns, so let us go and spawn ourselves a Deathclaw. Oh boy, let's see how this goes with my aiming. And, yeah, why did I get out of the Pip-Boy? No. There we go. Console commands and run to my cheat spot. There we are. And begin firing. Okay, we're definitely small amounts of damage, but the overall, just rate of fire we're getting is not bad. We were able to, with 100 rounds, to take out almost half of its health, though, oh boy, it's way out of my ability to aim at now. There we go. Oh, yeah, with the ability, the harder ability to control this thing with the full auto fire. I mean, this is why I generally avoid automatic weapons myself, but a good, fun New Vegas Energy automatic rifle is just, so much fun. And again, I think in VATS this would actually make for a much more fun experience, so let's actually go ahead and do that. Just go with all those. And didn't kill it. Oh god, there we are. It's dead. Magnificent. It took me, well, we reloaded twice, I think? So, yeah, a little over 200 rounds for me to kill it, but if you are a more competent shooter, which, let's be honest, isn't that hard to do with my lackluster abilities, you should be able to take them out a bit more easily. But yeah, all in all, this is just a fun gun to have. I really do like seeing the Laser RCW back in the game, even with my general aversion to automatic weapons. It's just fun, and who doesn't love a gun that, kind of looks like a Tommy gun, but is lasers? So if you'd like to take a look at this weapon for yourself, which I'd certainly recommend you go and do, you can have a look at the link in the description as per usual. That's going to be it for this one today. If you have enjoyed and you come back for the next one, until that time, thank you for watching, and as always, we'll have a good one.